first win of the series.
Thank you, Freak. We are here once again. Now, this game started out fairly interesting. We have the teleports being used and the recalls very early to try and stop both of the 4-0 split pushes. How do you feel about this counter strategy that has been evolving?
It's kind of nice, and it's like refreshing to see strategy come up because we're so used to seeing like a 4 versus 0 tower push, and you know, by like 3 minutes the tier 2 is down and sometimes the tier 3 is down. So it's kind of nice to see amateur teams trying to bring up strategy to counterplay, and you can see like everywhere is just chaotic. So.
Well, Coast finally decided to take the initiative this game, and Daydreamin actually bought 4 wards, which is really uncharacteristic, and normally you buy like 2 or 3, but he bought 4, so he put 3 greens down, 2 in the red side, 1 on the river.
Yeah, and Nintendo had a pink
side,
too.
and then they had a pink too in the left side river. So they just abused that, saw that they were going to 4-man push, so they took their blue, and then their bottom lane based and went to go stop the 4-man push top. That's right. And then Zion TP'd down to bottom tower to soak up that XP, and that really wasted Lee Sin and Karma's time.
Yeah, so they really countered compLexity.Black's attempt at switching this all around with all that ward coverage that you talked about. And it was a very delayed start for Broken Shard in the jungle. He wasn't able to make that successful first play, and they actually gave up first blood. The guy that really benefited the most from this was Zion Spartan. And we have a clip of him just to illustrate how strong he came out of this. A 2 versus 1 kill that he got pretty early on here. So this is after all of the lane swapping happened. Let's take a look at the 2 versus 1. Oh, that's a wrong play. They loaded up a different one. Well, let's go ahead and roll this one and see what the surprise is then.
Couple close.
Open the surprise for us.
That's some nice
Blink.
creeps.
Wait,
what's going on? We're getting the tower here.
All right.
Down 2 turns to 0.
Yeah, 2 turns to 0.
One.
That's updating.
Yep.
3rd hit right there. Nice.
Get it.
4th.
He's gonna kill the tower.
5th.
I think Zion's about to hit bottom.
All right.
He's take the tower. All right.
He's getting some
nice
good turret
cue.
damage down there.
Just,
Oh, this is what Broken Shard got.
Finding him
Well,
some
well.
Daydreamin takes the kill. Shifter flashed the Lee Sin into his turret.
That was
All right.
Well, not sure what happened there. But.
That was an unexpected surprise there for Broken Shard as well, having to go down. That was not his first death,
That
but
was
the
a good
second
remix.
one. The play that we were trying to talk about, though, was actually Zion Spartan was, after the switch, he was so far ahead that he was able to handle this duo lane. Talk about Zion Spartan in this game, because he came up huge.
Yeah, so it was basically like Team Coast reacting really well to CLB's gameplay. So they knew that they were going to dive bottom and 3-man bottom. So Zion called for help. The jungler came, and then the support came too. So Zion basically got first blood. And because of this, he's Mundo with heal and TP, and he's just able to walk in everyone's faces. And up top, he managed to just 2v1 and kill their support.
So. How did you feel about the picks bans this time around, Afro Moo?
I thought it was really good by Zion Spartan to take away West Rice's Mundo. And West Rice this series, he's played Renekton and Mundo. And we saw that Zion can beat West Rice's Renekton with just like Lee Sin, which is really, it's just supposed to be an even matchup. And then he took away the Mundo, which he also did really good on. So I feel like West Rice only has Renekton that he can play, but he doesn't really play it that well. So Zion's just taking advantage of that, and he can play a better Mundo than West Rice can.
And we saw this strong Mundo early game translate into teamfight wins for Team Coast. Let's try another replay that we should have loaded up. A teamfight in the bottom lane.
Oh boy.
4 for 1 for Coast.
Oh boy.
I believe this is how this one turns out. All right, let's see how it actually unfolds.
So finding lands. Morgana's gonna ulti. Polly gets cocooned. And Daydreamin, I think, is gonna die. Wiz is getting chased down right here, but backup is coming, and Shifter is gonna come here and watch Shifter because he's the playmaker of this part. He's going to make a flash ulti alongside Zion, and they're basically gonna kill their entire team right here. And it's a really good flash ulti. And you can see that West Rice is really late to the TP, and that's probably because Zion was winning top lane, and he chunked them out. So Zion is able to sustain up and TP even before Renekton is able to arrive. And because Zion is so far ahead, it's able to give them an advantage in a 5v4 situation, and Renekton can't react in time. So Coast is able to win.
Yeah, Zion really getting the jump there, and he doesn't even have the stun to interrupt a teleport. So
Yeah.
very well played by Zion this time around. Now looking forward, Coast have made a resurgence. Both you guys switched up your votes, and you're like, oh yeah, 3-0s for compLexity.Black. Now that Coast seem to have regained their confidence, they had an inkling of a few smiles there. How do you think the future holds for this team?
I think Coast capitalized on compLexity.Black's impatientness. And they really forced the dive bottom and gave Zion a free kill. And then they went to go put the duo top lane and then gave him another free kill. And that really just downward spiral after that.
Link, do you think that compLexity.Black can regain their focus? Because it does kind of seem like they were, oh yeah, we won 2 games. Last one should be a cinch. And they were trying to kind of phone it in here.
I think both teams really. It's a toss up. Honestly, it just depends on how well each team is playing, and I think Coast can take it, and I think compLexity.Black can take it. So I can't really say who's going to win because it really is just up to the players themselves to really pull through. So.
All right. Well, thank you guys. We will find out very shortly who wins, but before that, we're going to take a quick break. When we do come back, we'll see if Coast can keep the momentum going in a Game 4 of our series between compLexity.Black and Team Coast. Keep your brass